damage inflicted.
To win that race to the rim and then spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, and see
Parker's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Spurs. The Pelicans have gotten and Holiday, here we go, the 17-footer. And for Parker now coming into his 30s, the question, how will his game, so based on speed, Clark, and elusiveness, how will it age?
Well, you know, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can hang around for a while. The speed will go. But the fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think will continue to allow him to be pretty good at getting to the rim.
Here's Gordon after the basket by San Antonio. That's good.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Leonard attacking, and Ashik sends it back. Wow! Left side Gordon, and good on the basket. Book it. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Right side Aldridge. Green kicks to Leonard, and New Orleans making some changes here. Agins is checked in, and it's Pondexter in for Gordon.
Substitution for your Pelicans.
Holiday against Parker. Baseline J on the way. And he gets it to go. Aldridge has got 11 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
In low to Davis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
Here's Holiday following the score by Tony Parker. Pondexter dishes to Evans. Davis sets a screen, and that's Evans penetrating. No good. Great D that time from Leonard.
You know, one of the reasons the Spurs are able to stay near the top of the standings is that their play is consistent. They never seem to drop games that they're supposed to win. And that's true even when they're on the road.
New Orleans making some changes here. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday.
You know, I get the feeling that Tim Duncan would make a mean poker player. With his reluctance to display emotion on the court, it's pretty clear when he's on the court, the big fundamental is all business.
And Anderson gets it to go. Anderson's got his second basket of the night.
Great job there, recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
They got to put a bigger guy on him. Otherwise, he'll bury those jumpers all game.
And you talk about Duncan's reserved demeanor, snubbed from the All-Star game last season, but you never hear him complain. That's just not how he does things.
Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Now here is Aldridge. 11 points in the game. Rebound by Aginsa. Aginsa's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And for Duncan, as respected Clark as he is, you wonder if he's gotten the recognition that he truly deserves.
Well, it's like a lot of things, Kevin. Sometimes you don't truly appreciate it until it's gone. But he's one of the 10 best players of all time in my book. Consistency, high-level performance, championships, every measure you use to evaluate him makes him one of the 10 best players.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And both free throws good for Evans.
An impressive game for him from the free throw line. Not his strong suit, but he's making them count tonight.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Aldridge, the pass to Parker. Outside Aldridge. And Leonard has it in the corner. San Antonio again missing.
question is, do they go 2 for 1 here?
Can they get a good shot in time? That's the question.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Pelicans have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Throw good. Tyreek Evans.
You know, even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Perkins is checked in. Now here's Duncan. 5 points in the game. Here's Green. Up and in from the low block. Green's got his second bucket.
Heads up play there, guys.
Gordon kicks to Cole. Feeds to Evans. Puts it up from 12. That one a little long. And here's Duncan. There's Parker with the 3. And that's not going to go. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, with this assist, he shows you just what a well-rounded guard he really is. Kind of a combo guard, even though he's listed as a shooting guard. Really a diverse offensive skill set.
We're almost seeing more of that, aren't we? Well, some guys that have point guard skills that can play both those positions.
Yeah, for sure.
Norris Cole is out there with Gordon. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Perkins. And it's Ashik in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pelicans 5. Now here's Gordon, rejected by Ginobili. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Cole dishes to Gordon. Perkins with the screen for Gordon. Here's Cole. It's rebounded by West. West has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Trying his luck deep. Pelicans with the rebound.
Well, there's a reason he's open out there. The defense not really respecting his ability to make that shot.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. That may put a little life back into this team.
And Mills kicks to Diaw. Anderson outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. West passes to Ginobili. Count that one. Ginobili's got 4 points in the quarter.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
Otto Ginobili in the final year of his 2-year contract extension with the Spurs, Steve, and some speculate that he may retire after this season.
Yeah, fantastic career for Ginobili. You know what I think, Kevin? I think Ginobili, Parker, Duncan, and Popovich should all just walk away right now. Just, go away together, and this has nothing to do with me coaching the Warriors. Nothing to do with me at all. This is about them. They've earned this. Walk away now, guys. Just leave.
I hear some admiration, but I also hear some sarcasm in there, too.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Davis laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
So that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out, that's the result you get right there. And Ginobili certainly will go down in history as one of the all-time great 6 men, alongside the likes of John Havlicek or Kevin McHale early in his career. I'm throwing out some old-school names for you young bucks.
Now here's Anderson. Gordon outside. Here's Hushik. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Here's Diaw. They get it back. Kicks it out to Ginobili. And here's Anderson from the arc. Ashik pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 12.
And Manu, a 2-time All-Star, won 3 NBA titles with the Spurs. An outstanding career for a player drafted 57 back in 1999.
Passes it to Diaw. Shot's good by Mills.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And Anderson has it in the corner. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's West. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. New Orleans making a switch here. Evans is checked in. A different look now for San Antonio. Holiday against Parker. Outside Holiday. And Parker with the block. Davis. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Spurs leading by 12. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Green. And that's now 11 points for Kawhi Leonard. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort of rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And he gets the bucket.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Parker. Evans kicks to Ashik. Davis dishes to Gordon. Outside Holiday. Pass to Evans. Great D that time from Leonard.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
Steve, I agree. You know, I think the attitude was very impressive. Clark, you talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Parker. And a big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving and finding guys when they would flash open.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And McCallum kicks to Simmons. San Antonio again missing. New Orleans has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Fredette, the pass to West. It's stolen by Davis. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Evans, good.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
McCallum dishes to Diaw. And West now top of the key. Kicks it to McCallum. Shot clock at 6. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
Boy, if they could have had this kind of run earlier in the game, it might have made a big difference.
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
The pass to Fredette. There's the 3. Misses. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves.
David, congratulations on what was a very decisive win. What does this type of game say about this team?
Well, we want to be an aggressive defensive team. You know, that's sort of the thing that's going to keep us in ball games is defense. Offense is going to be up and down, but we want to base our strength on our defense. And when we come out aggressive and attacking, it really gets us going.
David, thank you. Guys, a savvy veteran right there.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Player of the